This is bad news for us, for our supply chain, for Walmart. And this is coming from you guys. This is coming from boots on the ground. And you guys are giving us actually two major warnings. All right, there's a major warning coming from a Walmart insider, and there's also a major warning from somebody in the trucking industry as well that is warning how bad the situation is getting. And we could see major pitfalls in the supply chain going forward into the end of the year, especially, all right, into Christmas. This is a major red flag, and something big is going on with our supply chain and the trucking industry, all right? And just to look at what is happening right now as well, in places like California, gas is almost hitting $7 a gallon, all right? Regular gas in California is almost $7 a gallon. And diesel prices have also been spiking there as well, all right? And part of this is due to the refineries being shut down in Southern California, and this is also affecting a lot of gas capacity on the West Coast. A lot of these Western states are having fuel prices spike right now, and this ties into what this person in the trucking industry is warning of too, right? So we have two major stories, and these refineries were shut down from the hurricane, right? So we had a few of them shut down. We had a Chevron refinery shut down from Hurricane Hillary, all right, that went up and hit Los Angeles. And I was reading that California gets 90% of its gas from internal refineries. So that's going to be a major issue for them if they're shut down. The Chevron refinery still shut down, and they're also shutting down more for maintenance, they said. They shut down a few more for maintenance in the same area, so they're tying this possibly to the gas price spikes in California right now, right? So things are going to get a lot worse for our truckers and for the supply chain, right? You need to be getting stocked up right now if you get anything from Walmart. And a lot of these companies, they share supply chains, they share distributors, they get it from the same company, right? They buy from the same mass retailer and get it shipped to Walmart, right? That's what happens with a lot of these big companies. They share a lot of the same accounts, and if these accounts are drying up, if they are being taken offline, and it's as bad as this Walmart insider is telling us right now, then this is a major issue that is going to spread, and we could see shortages. And look at all these attacks I've been documenting as well on our supply chain. We have trains that are going northbound into the US from Mexico are being shut down right now, right? That's happening right now. It's a continuing problem. We also have the Panama Canal that is under extreme drought, and they are not able to use their locking system properly, and the boats are at reduced capacity, some of them at 40% reduced capacity of what they're normally at, so they have to do 2 boats instead of 1. All right, that's causing major backlogs in the Panama Canal right now as well for our supply chain, right? So something is going on behind the scenes, big stuff's happening, and we need to be getting stocked up, all right? And you never know when this can happen. The power can go out at any time, and then you can't even pump the gas, all right? You can't even fill up your gas tanks for your generator. So make sure you have that stuff stocked up now, all right? I'm off grid in my RV with my family, and we run off a generator, and if you don't have gas, the generator's not going to work, all right? So you need to have storage. You need to have water storage. We have a major 200-gallon water tank, and we're thinking about heading south for the winter as well. It's starting to get cold, and we need to be thinking about winter preps, all right? Need to be thinking about what are we going to do for winter if the power goes out. Do you have a wood stove? All these things we need to be getting stocked up now, because the supply chain is bottlenecking. It's under major pressure right now, and this Walmart insider and this trucking insider are telling us what's actually happening, boots on the ground. All right, so let's dive into their warning here. This is a major warning. Anyone, even if you don't shop at Walmart, this is still going to affect you, all right? They share the same supply chain. So just think of this, if this isn't Walmart, think of this somewhere else. All right, so we have two major warnings I want to read to you guys, and this is big, and this is coming from you guys. And if you guys have any other warnings, please send them to me. All right, please let me know, because big stuff's going on behind the scenes, and they don't cover this in the mainstream news and the mainstream media. This stuff only gets out because this is a community of people networking ideas and bouncing ideas and spreading these ideas. All right, so please hit it up for me down there if you have inside information on this stuff, and let me know on Twitter. All right, if you guys want to send me information like this, hit me up on Twitter. All right, that's the best way to get it to me if you have this inside information. But you can see here, all right, this is from a Walmart insider, and we also have a trucking industry insider as well, giving two major warnings. He said, I work at a Walmart distribution center that supports 215 stores. For the past 3 weeks, we've been seeing less and less trailers to unload, and today we had 19 trailers we could unload, and that's extremely low. And we didn't get any new trailers dropped today. No new trailers dropped all day at this mega Walmart distribution center that covers 215 stores. This is massive, guys. This is a red flag, and he's warning us to get prepared as well. He said, I've been working here for 4 years, and this is the lowest I've seen since I started. Get prepared. That's one sentence, one full sentence. Get prepared. All right, you need to be getting prepared right now. You need to be stocking up right now. And I know most of you already have massive stockpiles and preps, but add a little bit more for your neighbors. All right, when it goes down, they might not be prepping, they might not even be thinking about this stuff, or it's on their radar. And this is boots on the ground from Walmart saying that they are not getting trailers in. This is the lowest they've ever seen, and they're going entire days without getting any new trailers in, any new drops. This is devastating for Walmart, and this is probably happening at other places like Costco as well, that have these mega distribution chains. They're probably having issues as well, and this stuff's tied together. Remember that major explosion at Bailey's rail yard, the largest rail yard in the world, that's in Nebraska. All right, I covered that about a week ago, and they had to shut down. They still have multiple lanes shut down that are extremely damaged from this massive explosion from a car that exploded that was just sitting in the rail yard. It didn't even derail or anything. It just exploded just sitting there in the rail yard. And that's also causing pinches as well. That's like the major intersection for our country's freight. All right, so all these things are hitting our supply chain right now. Gas prices are skyrocketing. Diesel prices are skyrocketing. And that ties into what this trucking insider also warned of us too. And this is coming from you guys, boots on the ground, right? He said, I've been seeing and hearing the same thing. It's especially bad that this is happening right now before Christmas is supposed to be one of the busiest times of the year. This is true. Why would there be no truck drops when they're gearing up for the holidays? All right, this is when they start it. They start selling for Christmas in October. All right, and you can see here hardly any trucking companies are hiring right now. There's hardly any freight to haul out there. Hardly any of it pays enough, and wages are falling to pre-2018 levels. It's ridiculous. It makes me wonder why we aren't seeing demand destruction in diesel. All right, so that's coming from somebody in the trucking industry saying that they can't find work that actually pays enough to cover their expenses, right, for hauling or for trucking jobs as well. So this is a major issue, and this is going to have rippling effects through our supply chain and through our economy, and we're going to see more holes on the shelves as we get further into the year. All right, and think of all these techniques they've just been doing. They've been like widening the aisles. You remember that there used to be like 15 aisles, now there's only like 10 aisles. They've been widening the aisles. They've been shrinking all the packaging so there's less stuff in it, but there's more boxes. All right, it looks like there's more stuff. There's shrinkflation going on. There's all these little tricks going on to make it seem like this isn't as bad as it is right now, but things are piling up, right? And people that are inside the industry are seeing these major red flags and they're like, whoa, what's happening? We need to warn people of this. He's saying get prepared. That's what this Walmart distribution center insider is warning. Get prepared right now. And the top things you need to be stocked up on that are in my bug out bag are things like water filters. All right, I have multiple different. I have a Sawyer Mini and I have a Life Straw water filter in my bug out bag. All right, you need to have like a little solar panel charger for your phone. You need to have some kind of medical bandage kit. You need to have some kind of poison removal. That's something that's really big. Some way to remove stings and remove poison from bites. All right, that really could save your life one day. They have these little kits. They're not even that much that you can suck them out. All right, look into all these different things. You need to have there's iodine that you can use, nascent iodine or iodine tablets that you can use to purify water as well that is filled with bacteria or gunk or whatever. You can filter it out and then purify it as well to kill the bacteria in it. All right, so these are the things that you need to be stocking up on. You also need to have food. All right, you need to have a ton of food stored and have dry food. If you have limited space, I'm in my RV, we mostly have dry food. Okay, and then we have water filters as well in our water tanks because it weighs a ton to have wet food. If you have space for it, if you have a massive pantry, go for it. Can stuff up, can as much as you can, but get stocked up on rice, beans, macaroni, noodles, all these things. Get your Christmas shopping going right now as well, because we could see major gaps going into this season. Think about what you need. Start getting wood. If you're up north where it's very cold, start stacking up on wood. Get a ton, all right? Get a cord of wood, get 2 cords, get whatever you need to get through the winter, because it's coming and it's coming quick, all right? The leaves are starting to change around here. It's starting to get cold. That's why I said we're thinking about moving south soon, all right? Because it's starting to get cold here and we don't want to be frozen out in our RV. So please hit it up down below to help get this video out to more people, because people need to see this warning. And I want to know down below too what warnings you guys have. I'll be checking it out. I'll be looking at the comments to see what you guys are telling, because you guys always have the best intel. This is boots on the ground. These are people that are in the middle of it, all right? They're not going to put this story on the front of CNN because they have all these, you know, they're tied to Walmart, they're tied to all the stuff. They don't want to have this bad look for a company that they have relations with, or they're tied to, or they have stock with, or they have an ad deal with, or whatever. They don't want to say certain things about certain companies, but you guys can give me boots on the ground information, and I'm just some dude that lives in my RV, so I can bring it straight to you guys and help spread the word. All right, so hit it up for me down there below. This is important. This is how we win, and this is how we fight back, and this is how we get more people prepared as well. All right, this guy said get prepared. He said get prepared. All right, so that's not even me saying it. I'm always saying get prepared, but boots on the ground people are saying get prepared as well and get stocked up right now. All right, so get out of the cities, get out of these major areas. All right, these 215 stores. Some areas they don't even have Walmarts, all right, for hours. My closest Walmart out here is over an hour away, but some areas there's a Walmart everywhere. And Walmart is the main food source and store for people to get their goods at. All right, so this could be a major issue for certain high density population areas where they have a ton of Walmart. This could be a major pinch. All right, these distribution centers are not getting their normal shipments, and there's a reason. All right, and they've also been closing stores around the country as well. Walmart has, and Target just closed 9 stores throughout the country, and they're thinking about closing more. Okay, so this is a spreading issue, and what are they going to do with all these stores when they're closed? Right, they're going to have all these mega warehouses sitting empty all around the country. And even places like Chicago, they were talking about implementing these state-run grocery stores, these city-run grocery stores. All right, so it's a grocery store completely run by the state or by the city of Chicago. All right, because things are getting so bad and there's so much theft and things are just deteriorating in a lot of these cities. And once all these stores convert to these state-run government city grocery stores, all right, whatever they are, whoever's running them, it's run by some kind of government is running the grocery store now. That's when they can really implement the digital ID, okay? Because they're saying, hey, they have to shut down a lot of these stores because of what's going on, all right? There's a lot of theft. There's a lot of problems. Target just shut down 9 stores, all right? And their excuse, their solution is going to be biometric face scanning. I've made whole videos about this, how they're proposing this, and they already have this in the UK actually at a lot of major stores, and it's going to be connected, and you're going to be locked out of their system if they don't want you in there, and it's going to be connected to other stores as well. All right, they're all going to share this AI system where you could be flagged in it and you could be tracked and traced, and this is part of the beast system that they are implementing, and they want everyone to be forced to be a part of. All right, this is part of it. This insider warning, this is a part of it. All right, this is a part of it, and the bigger picture is they want to collapse these companies and these stores to bring in these state-run stores that are completely dystopian and completely run where you can't buy or sell unless you have this perfect social credit score that they want. All right, so please hit it up for me down there. People need to know about this stuff. This is how they're going to bring in the system. All right, they need to collapse our supply chain, and it's under a siege warfare attack right now. Our supply chain is all these things. It's not a coincidence. This explosion at the largest rail yard, Bailey's rail yard, this just happened a week or two ago. Massive explosion, shut down multiple lanes, it was just completely swept under the rug. All right, trains coming in from Mexico, shut down. All right, because people are blocking them, so many people are on them, they had to shut them down, causing mass casualty events. Okay, and then also the Panama Canal, massive drought, hundreds of ships on each side, I made a whole video about this as well, are piling up. All right, so our supply chain is under attack right now, and this is siege warfare. All right, so get stocked up, get stuff to last like months, like 6 months, a year, however long you can get it. All right, get enough calories to get through this winter in case there's a big event, because this energy crisis as well, it's tied to the grid. We could see a grid blackout. There was a ton of rolling blackouts last year on the grid, all right? And there's also been a ton of solar activity and EMP and CME activity as well that could potentially cause damage to the grid, all right? The sun is entering its grand solar maximum phase. So all these things are up in the air, and it's all related. It's all related, and we need to be getting prepared for it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate that. I hope you guys have big blessings for your family and your life, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.